Hello everyone, Big Clingy's Hands here, and this is a bit of a weird video because I recorded this before, but the footage corrupted so badly that, no joke, it killed my editing program. I had to manually find the location of the project files and delete the whole project, otherwise my editor would not open. So I'm recreating the beginning of this video for now, but that means the cards are in a different binder than they will be in the second half of this video, so pay that no mind. This is just from the future, the second half is from the past. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing a bit of a weird video because if you remember my first Cipher unboxing video, you might remember this set. This is Series 17 of Fire Emblem Cipher, the Advance of All Heroes. That, well, contains heroes from every single Fire Emblem game. This was Series 17. They did this again for Series 22. However, there was a good reason for it this time. Series 22 is the last set of Cipher. And because of that, they went all out as a massive celebration of the franchise. And I ordered 2 boxes of this back when it came out, and that got me most of the set, and I've ordered the remaining singles I need to complete it, minus Super Rare Plus cards, because I don't want to spend over $100 for a single piece of cardboard. So I thought I'd show putting these all in my binder and completing the set, and yes, this series begins with super rares of every protagonist across the whole franchise, Marth to Byleth. Yeah, with a few exceptions, like, the Three Houses Lords, and also, I'll mention this later, but there are a few others missing from this big thing. Also, they form one big sort of panoramic artwork if you line them all up, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to damage these cards in the binder or anything, but as you can see here, like, Alm's Falchion is going into Marth's card there, and also, like, the end of Roy's cape is coming onto Eliwood's. So, like, yeah, they're all one big, long artwork. So, as you can see, I'm missing a few characters here, and the first, it's Sigurd and Salif. Yeah, this is a pretty cool art of them. It's technically just a Sigurd card, but I count Salif as being part of it, so they go in there. And then the next one I'm missing, also Leaf is a bit less shiny. He's in a matte sleeve because I ordered him off of eBay and kept him in the original sleeve. Now here is Erica and Ephraim. I didn't actually get that until later. So the next one that I'm going to show now is Micaiah. Light Priestess Micaiah from Radiant Dawn. So she slots in next to Ike here. So yeah, that's that page almost completed. And then on the next page, no, not that one. So yeah, we have here, we've got Male Corrin, we have Alphonse, and we have Byleth, but we're missing somebody there. Actually, 2 somebodies. It's Chrom and Lucina. I still love the sort of embossed, grooved effect that the super rare cards have. In fact, I actually like most of the super rares in this set better than their super rare plus variants, because they no longer form a big joined artwork. So, yep, there's Chrom and Lucina right there. So, that's that whole page done, apart from Erica and Ephraim, who'll come later. But if you're looking at this, you can see that there's a card here of Sheeta. It's a holo rare card, and it also has a lot of other flyers from the series. Although, weirdly, Camilla's there. I don't know why she's in a Do You Believe in Love Pegasus Knight. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course I know why she's there. But yeah, there's also Cain and Abel with all the other Cains and Abels. Over here, we have Rare Mary Sue and Regular Mary Sue, and also Medius. This is a cool card. There's some pretty nice villain representation in this series. That's Medius with all of the other feral dragons from Endgame in Mystery of the Emblem, which is pretty cool. There aren't a lot of Gaiden cards in this set. They're mostly focused on overclasses. So there's Regan, or however you pronounce that, Celica, and Spartan Valbar. Then here we have Genealogy, where we have Sigurd, Deirdre, 2 Brigids, Claude, who they have to... yeah, the Claude from Fodlan is specified differently because, 2 different Claudes. And then these 2, Pan is cool. I like Pan. There's also 2 Mirandas for some reason, and the holo rare here is Syas. And then we're into Binding Blade, where we have this card here, which is actually an interesting one. This is part of that 8 Legendary Weapons of Alib panoramic not panoramic, but like 9-card artwork. So that was the last one they needed, Guinevere with Areola. And of course, Narshin has to be there because everyone loves him. And then we have Elowood, Ninian, Erica. I still love Sacred Stones' art style. One day I might actually get a box of Sacred Stones' expansion, like booster series. I think that was 11. Because Sacred Stones has a really great art style. Also, there's a Radiant Dawn spoiler in there. Better try and censor that in editing. But also, speaking of Sacred Stones, this is Noel's debut in Cipher. And so his first appearance in Cipher was also the last, sadly. But I love this holo card of Summoner Noel. They just know how good he is as a summoner. But then this card too, I'm actually going to take out one of my copies because this one is a really interesting card. This is the Demon King. But if you look closely, you can see Erica and Ephraim standing on ledges facing him down. It's just so cool. Like, the actual Game Boy game doesn't do a very good job of making the Demon King look big and imposing, and it doesn't help that he's a joke of a final boss as well. But, like, this gives me hope for, like, if they ever remade Sacred Stones, like, look how cool the Demon King looks here. I can just imagine how amazing he'd look with better graphics. Anyway, we have a holo Soren here, along with a holo Mia that I'm glad I got this because it's probably a bit hard to get hold of because she's a bit of a waifu in some circles. And Radiant Dawn spoilers incoming, so warning, the biggest Radiant Dawn spoiler of all, Danved! Is that, I believe that actually is like Sentinel Danved as well. And also Kaiser/Kaisha, I don't know why he's here, but yep, this card. This card, yep, it's a spoiler. You know what the really hilarious thing about this card is? That first ability actually says, his true face revealed. Treat this card's name as if it is also Zelgius. I can't believe they actually did that, but yeah. Also Leron, who's weirdly only a common card in this set. So here's the Awakening cards, so there's actually a gap here, and this is not a super rare, it's just a regular rare, but this card is actually quite hard to find online, despite not being a super rare, so I'm really lucky to have this, but I guess I know why. You know, it's a waifu, gotta have those waifus. So, Butterfly Lucina slots in there, alongside her father and herself. And here, so already I have a super rare Azura, which is pretty cool, which is treated as a dual color, both Hoshido and Nor card, so I guess it's a revelation card. But we have Female Robin super rare. I actually think this is one of the better looking super rare Robin cards. Like, there are some Robins in other sets, and their art styles are really weird. So, I don't know, I like this one overall. And then we have, there's not a lot of Awakening cards here, it's just like Lissa, Frederick, and Shersh, and that's it. And then over here, we have Beach, Takumi, and Hot Spring Camilla, because of course. And also the three ninjas, they actually form a joined artwork together, which is cool. And then we also have holos for Hinoka, along with Leo there. But if we go over here, there's a bit more of an interesting Leo. The Leo up there is actually based on the Ring of Nibelung manga, aka that one manga that made Fates' story actually good. It took a manga writer to make a bad story for Fates, and it took one to make a better story for Fates, as a lot of people like to joke about. But anyway, we also have, as a counterpart to the ninjas, we have the three maids slash butlers, and they all form a joined art as well. And then there's Rabbit Veronica there for the heroes, which there's not a lot of heroes representation, but I think the three houses representation in this set is perfect. So we have Byleth there, we have holo rares of all three lords at Granda Fields, and if you look at this Dimitri, I'm not going to get the card out because it's a Dimitri card, so it's reasonably valuable online, but the quote there, it actually seems to say, I can recognize the kanji for head and neck, so yeah, they are saying they're quotes from that cutscene. So we have the three lords, and they all form a joint art too, if you connect their cards together. Both promoted and unpromoted forms. Then we have one character from each house. So Bernadetta for Black Eagles, Felix with Aegis Shield for the Blue Lions, and Dancer Marianne with Blutgang for the Golden Deer, which is pretty cool. And then we have one Church of Seros character, so Gilbert. And then we have one of those who slid in the dark. So yeah, perfect representation across the board, although I don't think Kronya deserves a card, but anyway. And yes, they made a card for Super Saiyan Marth. Even Tokyo Mirage Sessions is in this, which leads me to my next missing card. It is Microwavin' Mamori as her Carnage form in a holo card, so that's pretty cool. She was actually a very good party member in that game. But she has kind of a silly ability in that game because her, like, sacrifice skill, she can potentially intercept attacks when she's in danger, but her allies aren't. So if she has, like, 1 HP and someone has full HP and is about to take an attack they're immune to, she can jump in front of it, because, yeah. But we also have, this is interesting, we have Alm from the Hasha no Tsurugi manga, who's a bit of a contentious character, but still, it's kind of interesting that he gets representation here, and he goes in next to the only Warriors card in this set. And then we have the Cipher original characters. So you might recognize some of them from Echo's DLC, but some of them never got a chance to end up in it, like these 4. And then we have 2 promo cards, male Robin and female Byleth, because they weren't represented in the set otherwise. You just get those for booster boxes. So that's my overview of this set, and the only card I have left to put in is Erica, so I'll see you for actually past me doing that part of the video. And I'm back. Look who's here. Yep, it's Erica and Ephraim, the final card that I needed to complete this set. So that completes all of the main characters and the entire set, and I just realized as well though, Rip, Lyn, and Hector, they're like the only 2 main characters who aren't represented in this giant art. But yeah, with that, I also noticed something kind of cool. So the backgrounds of these cards are based on the color of like the game. So for example, the Valencia and Arcanea ones, the background has a bit of a red tint because they're red cards. The Yggdrasil ones have a yellow tint. The GBA ones have a purple tint in the background, as you can see with Roy, Eliwood, and Erica. And then the Teleus ones have a green tint to their backgrounds, while Chrom and Lucina have a blue tint because Awakening cards are blue. So, yes, with that, I have completed this set, again, minus super rares, minus super rare plus cards, but, yeah, I am not insane enough to pay for those. But, yeah, this whole thing, like, I almost want a second copy of all of these cards so I can frame them or something. That actually make a pretty good framed artwork. But that is gonna be this set complete, but I have a bit of a bonus to show as well. I know this is a Cipher video, but here is my Pokemon binder, and I'm kind of annoyed that Ultra Pro don't really sell these anymore. Binders that you can put your own sleeves in and like sheets in, because this one's not only really durable, it holds an enormous amount of cards. Now, the reason why I've gone to Pokemon is that I have this set here. This is XY Flashfire. And this set, the gimmick of this set is Charizard. All Charizard all the time. And because of that, you'd think it would be a decently expensive set to collect online. Well, because there are so many Charizards, it turns out it's actually not that expensive to get them because they're more plentiful within the sets. And it just so happened that I collected this set pretty extensively back in the day, and I already had all of the most expensive Charizards. So I thought I kind of had a shot at actually completing a full set, so I went for it. I haven't got all of the cards I need. Specifically, there's a Butterfree here. I don't have this Butterfree. I could not find it online. Not normal, not reverse holo. I guess Butterfree must be popular or something. But if we go past the grass Pokemon here, yeah, see, there's quite a few missing spots here, but these 2 missing spots up there, next to Mega Charizard Y, are... guess what? They're both Charizard EXs. There's 2 regular Charizard EXs in the set, plus 2 Megas and a full art Charizard. It's kind of insane. There they go. So that's that whole page complete. Now, there is a Litleo over there, and I do believe that I ordered the Pyroar that goes with it. Yes, I did. Here's a Pyroar that's hollow. And going next to this Pyroar is, weirdly, it's a Quillfish. So Quillfish is number 21, goes there. And then next to that Feebas, there's a Melodic card, Milotic, or however you want to say it. Goes there. And then Celio, Walrein. This is actually a pretty awesome art of Walrein. Don't know why it still has Powder Snow, though. So that's another page done. And, okay, this is really bizarre. You might notice that on this page here, I have the Floatzel. I did not have the Buizel that goes with it, even though this is a common card. I have no idea why I didn't have this. But for some reason, I didn't. And then Shinx Luxio. Here's Luxray. $34, and I believe next to Luxray would go one of the... Yep, the EXs in this set. This one is a moderately played card, apparently. I didn't really care too much about the quality, I just wanted to complete the set. So there is Magnezone EX, and that's another full page. So now we have Duskull, Dusclops. And here's Dusknoir. Oh, Shadow Void. I thought for a second it said Shadow Raid, and that sounds like a Joshua attack from Trails in the Sky. And the card here, that is Toxicroak. We'll get back to that one later. There's a couple of Sneasels here, but I'm missing Weavile. Weavile goes there. And now I believe... Oh, I know what goes there. That's actually not a dark type, it's a steel type. It's Forretress. Because, yeah, there's a Pineco, but the Pineco goes with the grass types because it's bug. So there's Forretress, that's another page done. And out of these... Yeah, there's two Flabébés. And then there's two Floettes as well. I didn't have this variant of Floette. Guess they really wanted to milk those fairy types since they were new, and then they got rid of them in the Sword and Shield card game for some reason. So what goes next to... There's two dragon type cards that I'm missing here. Oh, I think I know what goes next to Charizard EX. Yes, strangely enough, it's Carbink to round out the fairy types. So Carbink goes there. And then I have two more dragon types that slot in here. And I believe, yeah, obviously the first one is Druddigon, because Goodra is going to go in a bit later, because there's Goomy over there. And then Sliggoo. And now... Goodra. And then there's regular Kangaskhan EX. And next to it is going to go Mega Kangaskhan EX. Which I don't think is nearly as... No, it's nowhere near as broken in the card game as it is in the video games. But there's that page of normal types and dragon types completed. But speaking of other normal types, there is a Lopunny here. And this is the last regular card that I need to put in for XY Flashfire. So, now I have all of those, and I have pretty much all of the trainer cards, since they're pretty common. The normal versions, at least. And then back here, which I might as well move the thing over just to show this, just to make sure I show this, because this is the sort of special set. This right there, that one, I can even try and zoom in for you. Yeah, this, I somehow have this when I was just buying packs normally. It's worth like $300 now, because it's things like this that make me ashamed that Charizard is my favorite Pokemon. And then also this here is a secret rare. This is Mega Charizard Y. Annoyingly, it was one of the least lucky secret rares to get because the secret rares in X and Y are some of the, well, at least the Mega secret rares are some of the worst secret rares out there, because this one looks almost identical to the normal one, except that the text in the Japanese there is a little bit more gold, and that's basically it. In the Japanese version, the attack names were in English on the normal Megas, and they were in Japanese on the secret rares. But in English, they're in Japanese on both of them. So, yeah, there's not really much change. 100. Aha, so 101, I did order a few full arts that I didn't have. So there's full art Magnezone. And here is, oh, luckily enough, it's 102, full art Toxicroak EX. The strange thing was, I could find a full art Toxicroak EX, I could not find a regular Toxicroak EX, so that's one of the cards that I'm missing. And as for the rest of these, I think they're the full art trainers. So Pokemon Center Lady, Lysander, and Pokemon Fan Club, I think, full art trainers. Yeah, those are kind of expensive. I might want to save those for buying them on a special occasion or something. And then I'm probably not going to get the other secret rares because Mega Charizard X is way more popular than Y, so it naturally costs 3 times as much online. But with that, I did order a couple of cards. Oh yeah, and I have these. The Mew's kind of valuable. This one, ironically, is not, despite looking a bit like a waifu. But another set that I almost have completed is Plasma Blast. I did order some regular holos from it, so I have most of the set minus the ultra rares and secret rares. So that one is Virizion EX or Virizion EX. That there is Genesect EX. Here, there's a Blastoise that's meant to go here, and I tried to order it, and they said they were sold out after I already ordered it, and they refunded me. So that's annoying. It's also decently expensive for a non-EX card, because Gen 1 nostalgia, yay! Is there like, I forgot what's supposed to go there. I think it's like, maybe it's a Curem? I don't know. But I have those, but there is one card, actually 2 cards that I'm missing from this. Yeah, so one of them is Sigilif. With that, oh, that toolbox ability is actually, that was really good for a few decks back in the day, I remember that. This Pokemon may have up to 4 Pokemon tool cards attached to it. You could do some fun things with some combos with that, and then there's Reuniclus there. There's only one card I need to put in, because for some reason there are 2 Machamps in this set. One of them is a holo, and the other one isn't. Badge of Discipline is a cool ability name, though. But yeah, with that, I basically have this whole set, because that's Jirachi EX, I think. That's Dialga EX, and then I have all of these. Not a lot of normal types in this set. More trainers, a couple of A-specs relating to Genesect that I'm missing, and a whole lot of full arts that I'm missing. But I do have... I was super lucky to get this one, though. I got this at a pre-release. Not in, like, the actual pre-release, like, deck that I got, but in the, like, the packs that I won at the end of the pre-release. Actually, I think it was, like, me and my sister both attended this pre-release, and I think she got this full art Iris, but, yeah, I think it's decently valuable online now, so I'm lucky to have that. But, yeah, there are, I think Jirachi EX is really expensive, so that's going to be kind of hard to get hold of, but I have most of Flashfire now, except for 3 full arts. So, yeah, that's a tour of some of my card collections, and next time will hopefully be another box opening, so see you then.